Hello, good evening. Good evening, welcome to Hano. Why why do women handle depression better? Or you can say, do women control depression better? Did women control, did they handle depression better? That's what we'll be discussing this evening. We'll be discussing this evening. A couple of weeks now, we've been discussing about depression. We're going to continue with that this evening. We're going to discuss about women and depression. What would make you realize that she's depressed? How will you know that she's depressed? I mean, when? Is it while she's cooking, caring for the kids, working? She's she going to the hairdresser or she's doing her hair while she's breastfeeding. A lot of things she's doing. When she's doing all that, how will you know that she's depressed? In what way will you know that she's depressed? You can say the difference between a man and a woman is women always, always communicate their feelings. They always communicate their feelings. They always relate to their friends. They always, you know, when they are down, when they are sad, you can say when they are depressed, they will reach out to their friends. They will talk to their friends. They will communicate with their friends. Unlike males who don't do so. Men don't do that. They prefer to hide it. They prefer to keep it inside than to like speak out. But women, when they are down, you can say when they are depressed, they do what? They will reach out to their friends. There's always somebody. There's always one friend. You can call their best friend or you can call that person whatever you want to call. They always reach out. They talk to the person. They look for help. They always talk. They always express their feelings. Understand? Though he might not see it. He might not notice it because they still do their chores. They still do whatever they do. They still cook. They still do laundry. They still breastfeed. They still do other things they do. They go to work, everything, all that. They still do all everything they're doing. So if you don't note, if you don't pay more attention, if you don't like, study the woman you are with, if you don't study her, it's gonna be difficult for you to even realize that she is depressed because they might not show it to you as a man. Sometimes they do, but they always reach out to their friends. They always reach out to their friends. They always reach out to people around them, telling them. They will express it. They will talk to their friends about what they are going through. And that's the difference between a man and a woman. And this evening, we're discussing about women. Do women control depression better? Do women handle depression better? Do they handle it better than men? Do they handle it better than men? Depression has no preference anyway. Depression doesn't care about gender. There's no preference for gender, nothing. It doesn't matter if you're a man or woman. Depression don't care about that. It can strike at any time. It can happen to you anytime. It can just hit you at any time. You understand? But I'm just curious if women are more adapt to managing their depression. I just want to if women they are more adapt, even they know how to handle their own depression more than men. Like what we discussed last week, we talked about like some men when they are depressed, instead of speaking out, instead of them like to reach out for help or something, they even like they start indulging in alcohol or indulging in hard drugs and all that. Understand? You know? But what do you think about women? Do they handle depression better than men? That's what we're discussing this evening. And the line is open. The line is free. Call one on now on +44 744 982 3876. Call now. The line is free. So the line is open. I would like you to call me, or you can put on the chat. You can leave your comment on the comment section. Understand? So, and the number is on the screen as well. Or +44 744 982 3876. That's the number to call. Understand? So we're discussing this evening: do women handle depression better? If you are with us last week, we talked about men, why men hide their depression. And we point out a lot of things. Many people that called last week, they raised a lot of concerns, things that made men not to do what? Speak out, made men not to to tell you or to like express their feelings, express, like let people know that they are depressed. Something like instead of them to speak out, they are afraid of people taking a mickey at them, people laughing at them. So they don't want people like, to look at them as a weakling. So because of that, they prefer to hide it and keep it inside. But I think women, they exhibit their own character differently. And that's what we're discussing this evening. And that's what we're going to look into this evening. Understand? So, like I said, the line is open. I would like you to call me. I want to know, do women control depression better? Or you can say, why do women handle depression better? Why do they handle depression better? Why do they handle stress? You can put stress in there better than men. Why do they handle better? The line is open. The line is open. Call me. The line is free. Call one on now on +44 744 982 3876. Call now. The line is free. Like I said, we discussed reasons. We discussed reasons why men tend to keep what their feelings of depression to themselves. That's what we discussed last week. And one of the reasons is that out of fear of ridicule. They don't want people to laugh at them. They don't want people to label them as weakling. Understand? So while women, on the other hand, I said at the beginning, I said that women on the other hand, they'll do what? They open up. They open up to their friends. They discuss their feelings with their friends. They open up to their friends. They always discuss. They see them, they talk, they always like chat with their friends. So even when they are hot or when they are sad or when they always like relate to their friends. They chat with their friends. They talk with their friends. Unlike men, they will keep it. They will hide it. They will not want you to know what they are passing through. It's hardly for them to even say because of the fear of what being ridiculed, of the fear of what labeling a weakling. Understand? So why women they frequently they are composed under pressure. They ask for assistance. They ask for help. They ask for guidance from their friends, from others, sometimes from their family members. So the question we're asking this evening is, do women control depression better? Do they handle depression better? They handle it better than men. And the line is open. I would like you to call me. The number is on the screen. Call me. Depression, we're discussing about depression. Stress. When you are in enormous stress, sometimes some people cannot handle stress. And through that, it will like lead them to depressed. They become depressed because of that. And why now we want to know why do women handle depression better? Or you can say, do they handle depression better? In what way would they do that? Men don't speak out. Men don't talk. Men hide it. They keep it within them because of fear of being ridiculed, fear of people calling them names, fear of people calling them a kid, calling them a child. Because when you're depressed and when sometimes you become emotional, sometimes when you're speaking about what you're going through, it can be somehow you become emotional and sometimes you tend to cry. And when you're doing that, as a man, they will start looking at you as someone that is weak. They label you weakling. And because of that, men don't like to cry and they don't like to do it. They don't want to express it. On the other hand, women, they always tends to do what they always tend to call their friends. They tell their friends everything about them. They don't keep it. They don't keep, they don't keep whatever feelings they are going through. They always speak, they always talk to their friends. They relate to their friends. They tell them what is happening. Even most of them, you see that most of them don't have secret because they talk about everything about their friend. They talk about everything about them with their friend. Maybe it might be one friend that they confide in, one friend that they know they can call their bestie or something. They tell that friend everything is going on in their life. So when they are going through depression, when they are going through stress, they handle it different from men. They handle it different. And that's what we discuss this. And I want you to call me. I would like to hear your own thoughts. I would like to hear your own view on the women handle depression better. Do they handle depression better than men? You can, if you looking at your look like mothers. Okay, let me refer to mothers. If you look at mothers, sometimes, sometimes when you can see them, some of them that have kids, they lost their husbands. Sometimes the woman will become a widow, and throughout the period when she lost her husband, she might be going through a lot of stress, depression, and all that. You know, because of that, sometimes some of them they will stay 5 years, 10 years. They will never have a thought of remarrying. They will not think of getting another man or remarrying, like getting married again. Instead, they will stay and raise their children. They will raise their children on their own. Throughout that period, she's mourning her husband that is dead. A lot of stress, depression, and everything, but they will not show it. You see that most mothers, some of them, they will not show those depression. They will not even show the most of the stress. They will still handle their family raise their kids on their own. They will not even think about remarrying. No. But a man, if a man lose his wife, if a man loses his wife, sometimes after 6 months, they're looking at what? They're looking to remarry. They want to get another woman to marry because they cannot cope. Think about even when they have how they have kids, they cannot cope just to raise those kids alone. Some of them will not. I'm not saying that some will not. There are some of them that will not cope, and because of that, they will start looking for a woman that they will marry, or a girlfriend, or someone that will just like accompany someone they're going to bring her home, because they cannot handle the stress. They cannot handle the pressure. You understand? Even if they don't want to, their friends, their family members will push them to bring someone to marry. You understand? So if you think about how men and women handle depression, handle stress, it's quite different. And that's what we're discussing this evening. Do women control depression better? Did they control depression better? Did they handle depression better? If you're comparing those two, I just said, if a woman loses his husband, in most cases, they have kids. Most times they find it difficult to remarry. They will try their best to raise those kids on their own through stress. Sometimes they pass through depression, but they will not show it. You will not notice more. The only thing they tend to do is that they always relate to their friends. They tell their friends everything. They always have a friend that they confide in. They will tell what is happening to them. They always been open sometimes to talk about it. But they will handle that depression, they handle that stress, and still raise those kids on their own. But if it happens to the man loses his wife and he got children. You find out that the stress, sometimes they cannot handle the stress. They cannot handle the depression that comes with it. So with time, they will start looking for someone else, or looking for a woman to remarry. They're looking for someone to marry. They want to bring a wife to the home. They want to bring a woman to their house, to their home, to help them raise those kids, to help them manage the kids, to help them manage the home, because of the stress they cannot handle it. You understand? The same way, if you look at it, if a woman is angry, some of them, the way they handle their anger is quite different from the way men handle their own anger. So the way they handle themselves when they're going through stress or depression is quite different from the way men do. It's quite different from the way men do. And like I said, I want you to call me and let me know. I want to know, why do women handle depression better? What always makes them to they handle their stress quite different from the way men do. We said that men, instead of them speaking out, instead of them to talk to their friends, confiding to their friends, tell them what's happening to them, they will keep it to themselves. They will not like to speak. They will not like to relate to their friends or tell them what is going on in their life. They will not do that because of being ashamed or being afraid of someone ridicule them or someone labeling them a weakling. They don't want to show that vulnerability. They don't want to show people that maybe they are going through something. Instead, they will keep it themselves, And that thing will be like what? Eating them, eating them up. Some of them will look for something like alcohol or drugs. Understand? But why women, they handle their depression differently. They handle it quite different. They handle depression quite different from men. I said that depression doesn't care about if you're a man or a woman. It can just strike you anytime it wants. But the difference is how do you handle it? We looked at how men handle depression last week, and today we're looking at how women handle depression. And I want you to call me. I want to know, why do women handle depression better? Why do they, in what way they do that? How? Do women control depression better? Do they control it better than men? A lot of things happening. Many people are going through depression. Many people are going through stress. Many because of the way things are going. High cost of living, high cost of everything. Things are going up, up, and up. Expensive. Everyone is complaining. People are complaining because of how things are going up. Some people, some families even, they will prefer, some parents, you see them, they prefer not to eat so their children can eat. Some men, they'll go out in the morning, they come back in the evening without coming back with anything. And depression is rising. It's rising. Understand? And how do they handle it? A man and a woman, how do they handle their own depression? In what way would they handle it? We talked about how men do that last week. And this evening we are talking about how women handle their depression. In what way do they handle their depression? How do women handle their depression? Do they handle it better than men? Say that when a woman is depressed, when a woman is sad, when a woman is going through difficulties, when a woman, when they are, let me just put it that way, when they are depressed, they seek for social support. They are always calling their friends. They're always talking. They chatting. They conversing with their friends all the time. You see them, they're telling their friends what they are going through. And sometimes men might not understand why they are always talking on the phone, why they're always on the phone, why they're always talking with their friends, they're always chatting with their friends all the time, because women tends to reach out to their friends. They tends to do what? Seek for social support. When they are down, when they are pressed, or when they are going through stress, when they're always looking for someone to talk to. Their friend might be a man, their friend might be a woman. Doesn't matter. They have always have a friend, someone that they chat to, someone that they communicate to, someone that they will like tell their problem, someone that they will tell what they are going through. And that person will find a way maybe to console them, or look for ways to support them, or look for ways to like tell them what to do. Understand? There's always ways they will tell them, do this, do that, do this. Do that, they will solve that problem. They will you see, they will handle their depression, they will handle that stress. But a man, the man will not do that because of his ego and because of fear of being ridiculed, fear of someone laughing at them, fear of someone calling them names, fear of someone labeling them weakly. Even their own friends, their inner friends, their best mates, they will not tell them what they are going through. They will not open up at all. And that's the difference between man and woman. And why do women do that? Why do they handle their depression better? Why did they handle their depression better? Why? See them. I use an example. I said, a woman, when a woman lose her husband, the woman lose her husband, and they have a kid, they have kids at home. You understand? She most times, in most cases, they will not remarry. They will pass through that stress. They will bury the husband. They will raise those kids on their own, alone. They will go through the stress, depression, which they will not show to anybody. They will not show to their kids. They will handle all that. While in a man's case, if a man loses his wife, sometimes 6 months, sometimes 1 year, 8 months, they start looking for another woman to marry. They want to remarry, stressed because they cannot cope with that stress. If they have children, it's quite much. It's difficult for them sometimes to raise those kids on their own because they will not cope. So because of that, they would like to what? Remarry. They will need the woman to come down to come and help them out. They can't cope with the stress. They can't cope with the depression and all that. So they need them. On the women's side, sometimes they will not. They will not remarry. They will raise their kids on their own. And that's what we'll discuss in this video. Why do women handle it better? How do they handle their own depression? Why? Why do they handle depression better? Why do they handle depression better? Why is it that guys, men, they don't disclose, they don't relate, they don't confide in their friends, even in their inner friends? They will not tell them what they are going through. They will not tell them what is happening to them. Sometimes you see some men, they will not come out. They will be staying in because they don't want to see anyone. Depression is eating them up. It's eating them up. And they will not speak. They will not tell you that you are their best friend. You are their pal. You are their pally. You are with them every day. They are going through stress. They still not want to tell you that. Yeah. Hello. Good evening.
Hello, good evening. I'm Kingsley calling from Nigeria.
Hello, Kingsley. Welcome.
I'm quite enjoying this program.
Thank you.
And the topic is so interesting that when we talk about depression, like we've discussed over some weeks now, you see, when we talk about depression, the women, they undergo depression more than the men.
Okay.
But they have this quality, as I have said before, they have this ability of managing it more than the men.
All right.
In the sense that when we look at what causes depression in women, it's more than what causes depression in men. Now we'll talk about puberty stage causes depression in women too. You know, when their hormone imbalance and all that, you see them undergoing depression. You know, when they have conflict with their parents, you see them having depression. When pressure, peer group pressure, and when a woman is infertile,
Yeah, when they are finding it difficult to have kids, right?
Yes, miscarriage and relationship problems. You see them undergoing pressures, workload and all that, physical abuse, sexual abuse and all that. They have series of factors that causes depression in women more than men. But they have this ability to manage it. And looking at the factors that help them to manage it well is one thing that I found out in all. Have this ability of communication, as you have said.
Yes.
You have this ability to open up your mind, let things go off you at that moment. You see yourself, that's just a key way to undergo depression at that moment. Okay. And women, they have that ability. Whenever they are depressed, whatever thing that is within them, they can use that thing to overcome that depression at that moment, in as much as they are undergoing depression.
Okay.
But men, you see them, they are so stiff and all that. Since they cannot open or they don't have these communication skills, abilities and all that, you see them, they die. And when you look at the death rate
among men,
ratio to women, you see that, the men, they die more than the women, in as much as they have a lot of depressions. They have factors that affect them more than men. Men, I can only see the main reason they undergo depression is just they want more. That's just it. But in women, they have a lot of factors that give them depression, but they have that ability to manage it in the sense that they always speak up their mind. They always confide in their friend. They always have somebody they can confide in.
They always speak. They're always talking with their friends. They always, all the time. Hello, are you there?
Hello?
Yeah.
That's the only thing I found out. That's the only thing I found out that helped them to undergo depression, irrespective of the factor of the depression in them. But men, no. You see them, they just keep it to themselves and they die easily more.
So if men can at least even try to copy, let me just put it that way, try to copy from the women by opening up and talking to their friends or talking to their family members about what they are going through, at least it will help a lot of men, isn't it?
Yes, and the rate of death will be controlled a bit.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So that's my contribution. Yeah, thank you.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay. It's that time again for us. Yeah. Hello. Welcome.
Hello,
welcome to Wano.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Hello, Victor. Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Welcome.
Yeah, it's a really nice program. From my own view, I think women tend to handle their depression better than the men, in the sense that women, most women are eager to take advice from an expert, be it therapist or a doctor, a counselor. So most times when they take such advice, it helps them, they improve. They will patiently adhere to such advice, other than the men that will let their ego consume them and all that. Women are just that respectful, They kind of seek advice and follow the instructions given to them by the expert to handle their depression.
Okay. Like the gentleman that called earlier, person called earlier, he said that most times what they do better is to communicate. They always communicate, talk to their friends and all that. They open up to their friends. Like you just said now that they will find ways to seek for help. They will.
Yeah.
That's the same thing they're talking about. The same thing we're saying. They will always always communicate, because if they communicate, if they talk to their friends, if they confide it to their friends, and those ones will like refer them or tell them, okay, seek help. listen, go to therapist or go to a psychologist or something like that, and they're always willing to do that because they want to get better. Unlike the men, they will keep it to themselves. Hello, are you there? Hello, are you there? Yeah, so what they're saying, what they're talking about is that women, like I said at the beginning, I said the women, they will always talk, they will communicate, they will relate, they will seek, for help. They will seek for help. On the other hand, men, they find it difficult. They find it difficult. They find it difficult to open up. They find it difficult to confide even their family members, their friends. They will not open up to them, to telling them what they're going through. And sometimes they find out that before you even know that this person is going through depression or has been going through stress or something, maybe it's when they've taken their life. When they've taken their life, some of them that they will try to kill themselves and commit suicide, or just, I don't know, because of depression, because they don't want to speak, they don't want to talk to you, they don't even want to open up, they don't want to talk to anybody, and they will not even seek for help either. Why? We're discussing, we say, do women control depression better? That's what we're discussing this evening. Okay, so I want to use the opportunity now to recognize some people. Just say it's time for us to celebrate birthdays. Okay, so got some few people that are celebrating their birthday during the week. We have Chinyere Carlo. Happy birthday, Chinyere Carlo. Happy birthday, Letitia Singer. Happy birthday, Emmanuel Oyekachi. Happy birthday, Abola Temitope. And happy birthday to Ejinaya Wachuku. Okay, so all of you adding a year to your years, and we're praying that God will give you whatever that you desire. Okay, whatever you desire, God should grant into you. Understand? So celebrate your birthday, enjoy it. Try to enjoy your birthday. Try to celebrate it. And we have a jingle here for you as well. Okay.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, guys. Happy birthday. All right. So welcome back. Welcome back if you stay there with us. And the line, like I said, the line is open. They call me. We're discussing on, do women control depression better? Do women handle depression better? Few people that have called, they are just confirmed. They're saying that women, they do tends to handle depression better than men. Because of what? Because they communicate, because they talk to their friends, they open up to them. They always have somebody that they always have a friend that they tell their worries, have a friend that they talk to. They always tell everything that's happening to them. Why, on the other hand, they don't do that. Men don't. When a woman feels sad or feels depressed, she seeks for social support. She seeks for help. She's looking for a way to get help. They have that tendency to face their concerns. They have that tendency. They have ways, to look for help all the time. They are looking for help. They're calling people. They're chatting with their friends. They're telling them what is happening. Understand? They do that because of what? They want to they are different anyway. I know the different woman is different from a man. I know that, but how they handle their depression is quite different as well. Why why we why we discussing all this is that many people, some people are, even some of you are watching me at this time now, they're watching me. Many are going through a lot. They're going through a lot. Maybe they lost their loved ones, they lost their dad, they lost their mom, they lost their brother or sister. Sometimes they lost their children, they lost their kids, they lost their child. Some people, they are separated from their boyfriend, they're separated from their girlfriend. Some people, after spending a lot of money to support their boyfriend, they support their girlfriend. Some people even spend a lot of money to train someone through school. We hope that, yes, maybe they will get married in future. Along the line, the person will just do what? Dump them. And all of this will bring depression. Some women, they will have miscarriage. All this bring depression. Some men, they will lose their job. In the morning, they will leave home. They will not tell their wife. They will not tell their family where they're going because they don't have any job anymore. And they don't want them to know that they don't have a job. They are going through depression. They are going through stress. A lot of people are going through depression. But the difference and the ways to solve it is for you to be open. Doesn't matter if you're a man or you're a woman. We've been discussing about depression for weeks now. We're talking about it because it's something that many people don't like to talk about. A lot of people don't want to talk about it. And it's taking a lot of lives. People are going through a lot because of depression. Because of depression. You have to be very, very vigilant. You have to be very, very observant for you even to notice that your friend, your dad, or maybe your mom, your sister, your brother is going through depression. If they don't open up to you, if they don't tell you what they are going through, you find it difficult to find out because most of them will not open up to you. They will not tell you what they are going through. They will not tell you, this is what is happening to me. I can't sleep. I can't eat. I can't think straight. And I don't know the reason why it's happening to me. Because when you open up, when you talk to somebody, it releases the stress a little bit. And that is what women do better. They always tell their friends. Even if you're a woman now, for example, a girl, she broke up with her boyfriend, she will tell her friends. But a man, a man, just like the guy who broke up with his girlfriend, or the girlfriend will dump him, or he will dump the girlfriend. Sometimes they don't even tell no one. They keep in there. And they be nursing that pain, nursing. They be nursing it. Because of what? They don't want people to laugh at them. They don't want no one to laugh at them. They don't want you to laugh at them. That's a problem. Which is not good. That is not right at all. And a lot of people are losing their lives because of depression. If if you look around, you can see that sometimes you can just hear that, yes, someone just took a gun and go and kill some people. You just go to the school and start shooting people. Someone can go to the mall, use a gun and start shooting people because they've been depressed for a long time. And they don't want to say anything. They don't want to look for help. They don't want to go and seek for help. They don't want to tell anyone. And they've been nursing it to this thing that they would now do what? Take a gun and start shooting people. Go in there to start killing people. Sometimes after killing others, they will kill themselves. Because of what? Depression. Because of depression. I said depression has no preference. It don't care. If you're a man or a woman, it don't care about your gender. Don't care. It can strike at any time. It can just come to you at any time. A few little things can bring it. After studying, after reading everything, you go for your exams. After everything, that's time you spend going to lectures and everything, studying. Some people, they will stay all night to read. After reading all that, then they'll go to the exam and then they will fail. Bring depression. They're going through that because maybe it's that one course. That course that will just take, only that course will make them to do what? They will carry that course over or make them to repeat that class or something. It bring a lot of depression. So how do you handle it? How do you handle depression? In what ways will you handle it? Are you going to do the same thing men normally do? They hide, they don't speak, don't talk to anybody about it, or going the other way, the way women handle their own depression by confiding their friends, relating to their friends, relating to their family members, seeking for social support. Women handle depression. They handle depression. That's what we discussed. We said you can see the difference. The difference between a man and a woman is that women always communicate their feelings. They always communicate their feelings of depression. They always do that. They do that. They communicate. They talk to each other. Unlike men. Men don't do that. No way. No way. Because of what? Our ego. You're afraid of people laughing at you. You're afraid of people calling you weakling. You're afraid of people. No. Why you are dying inside? You are dying in there. Dying inside. Why? Dying inside. Why? This is I think this is gonna be the last segment that we're gonna discuss about depression. The only thing I will have to say is if you're going through stress, if you're going through something, it's not the end of the world. They might not diagnose it as depression. Maybe you're not going through depression yet. He has not gone to depression yet. You're just going through stress. You're just being sad. Or something makes you angry. The only thing I will say is that you're not alone. Don't think that your own is the worst. their word is the worst. That no, there's nothing that will happen to you that has not happened to anybody. That will happen to everybody. The difference is how they handle their problem, how they handle their depression, how they handle what they are going through. First of all, talk to your friends, talk to your family, speak out for someone, look for someone that you know that you, you someone that has got your back, that you can confide in. You can talk. I know that a lot of people sometimes they are afraid of telling someone so that that person will not like, broadcasting it, making it to become a gossip and people like, are laughing at. No, look for someone that you know have that credibility, have that, someone that they just put someone that got your back. Talk to them. Maybe your mom or maybe your dad or friend, someone that got your back, someone that will listen to you without judging you. Talk to them. There are some organizations that can help. Take a phone and call them, relate to them. What I'm talking about is that you need to seek help. Seek help. Don't stay there and die in silence. It doesn't matter if you're a man or woman. Don't stay there and die in silence. I know things are getting difficult, but there's always a way. It will come and go. It will come and go. Okay. So what I'll say, next week Friday is going to be next week Friday date. I think is on 23rd or 22nd. Next Friday, check the time. Yes, this Friday is on 23rd. Okay, so I would like to use that day to I would like to give that day out. You can call us on Friday, next week Friday. Though we have a topic that we're going to discuss about, but mostly I'm going to give people time to shout out to their friends, shout out to their family members, someone. If you have someone that you want to, wish Christmas, you know what I mean? Reach out to your friends, reach out to your family members to wish them Christmas, something like that. You can call. If you want to call and contribute to the program, you can talk about the topic that we're discussing. After that, then you can still use opportunities to shout out to your friends, shout out to your families, reach out to them, wish them Merry Christmas. Understand? So next week Friday we will do that. I will still do the publication. I will reach out and tell you everyone, publicize it on one or Facebook and YouTube. Also, guys, if you're following us on YouTube as well, we have now there's a community hub. We've got community hub where you can interact with us. You can bring out your views. You can send your suggestion. Also, there's polls. We can very soon next year we're having some polls. There'll be a lot of changes, things that we have to reach out to you guys. Understand? So we have to give back as well to the community and all that. Understand? So if you're not on YouTube, please try and subscribe to our YouTube so you can participate on that. So understand me. So please do that. Also, share this program. Talk to your friends. Share them on your phone. You got your contact. Share to your contact. Facebook, Instagram, anyway. Just share them. Okay. Let us reach out to people. Let people come over. We're learning from each other. We're learning. We're learning. We are getting better day by day. Okay. On that note, I'm going to say thank you if you're with us to this time. And I will see you guys again next week Friday. if God tarries. And don't forget to put on a diary the 3rd of December. It's gonna be a shout out day. Shout out to your friends, family members. Christmas.